Welcome to the Red Cup. Got my man Philip Gamble in the house tonight. Charlie Moe, Rick Gorns.
Yes, indeedy.
You know what I'm saying? Phil Gamble, St. Anthony's, All Saints, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Undefeated mob.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And coming from Southwest, man, how you get up Langley, man? You know, y'all got some power moves, man. Langley was tough. That's against the school zone.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I started off with being at Anthony Bourne Elementary School. We won the championship, right? So my 7th grade year, I'm going to Jefferson. Mr. Bachman was the coach there at that time. They had this guy named crazy guy, Kevin Patterson. He down Southwest, his brother and stuff. And they had him, and he said the team was packed. Mm-hmm. So he said, "Why don't you wait till 8th grade here to play?" So okay, I started going home. Then I do my homework. Then I go to the Boys and Girls Club. Mr. Willie Borden was down there. Jay Shorter was down there. He was the coach at Langley at the time. So Willie Borden brought him over there and said, "Why you ain't playing ball for Jeff? You know, you just, did good at Anthony Bourne." I said, he told me wait till next year. Mr. Willie Borden and Jay went to my mother and said, "Hey, he want to play." So my brother Leroy, who taught me how to play when I was 7, he said, "Ma, if you want to play and catch those 2 buses up to Langley, let him go." And so that's how it happened, man. So I went on up to Langley. The next thing I know, it was like it was a wonderful thing just to go there because I was playing with guys that was ahead of me, and we was winning championships after championship. So
name some of the guys that was on the team.
Tyrone Stretch Jones, he was on it. Sonny Riggs, Curtis Daniel, Bobby Winston. Who else we had?
So that's enough, right there.
Yeah, that was enough. We had a mob, man. We was just winning championship after championship. So even my 8th grade year, I didn't play that much, but I played enough because after Tyrone and Sonny left, then me and Bobby Winston stepped up. Curtis Daniels and all them stepped up. Okay. But we had learned from them. So we had to put the time in to get that spot.
That's tough.
So they were joining junior high school.
Yeah.
So after that, did you start at St. Anthony's from 9th? You went there from 9th to 12th?
Yeah, I went there from the 10th to the 12th.
I mean, all St. Anthony's, All Saints, whatever.
Yeah.
It
started
last
at St.
year
Anthony's.
was All Saints.
Yeah, last year was All Saints.
Yeah, back Mo, we wasn't doing that 9th shit. We were junior high was powerful, and the 9th grade, you was going 7th, 8th, and 9th, and then you going to high school.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a little different.
I went to Catholic school.
Oh, yeah.
So we went there to 8th grade, and I went to Curl in 9th grade.
Ninth grade.
Yeah, so it's a little different experience. Yeah, but it's all worked out.
Yeah, we started from the 10th, and then we went, 10th to the 12th. But that was an awesome team that we had there. It started off with we had certain people like one guy named Lawrence when I first got there in the 10th grade. He was like the main man. And then we moved on. Then we started getting Wally Lancaster. Then we had, Bobby Winston, Johnny Scruggs, Michael Best. Then of course, Charles Smith. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that was like the engine right there. I'll be honest with you, that was the engine. Once he came in the game, we was going. You know what I mean? He used to look at us and say, "If you ain't running with me," you know what I mean? But we know because he was our defensive spark, but he stood the ball. He gone.
He can play. Man.
Simple as that. So he was our man.
Give us a little more insight on Mike Best. See, we talk about a lot of players, but me and Curt know about Michael Best.
Yeah.
And we hip our youngster on here, Ricky, on to Michael Best.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people don't bring his name.
A lot of motherfuckers on Mike Best.
Yeah, people don't throw his name out there. How good and talented he was at that time in high school.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Mike was. The way me and Mike always talk. Matter of fact, we talk since I've been home.
Okay.
And we was coming up through St. Anthony's. Our principal was like our mentor, our father figure. My father had passed, my father, had passed and stuff like that. But he wasn't around. But Mike was like, and me and Mike talked about this. Mike was our best player on that team. You know what I mean? Because Mike, that left-handed, Mike could shake you, bake you, could rebound.
Versatile.
He could score. He was versatile. Yeah. But me and Mike always talked about it. That the mouth. He had to calm down the mouth because it kept him out of playing and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But Mike was one of the best ball players that I came up around, man. And even to this day, Smitty even talk about it. Tyrone Jones, he talked about it. And I look back and I say, wow, because I remember when we left, he went to Clemson. Right out of St. Anthony, he went to Clemson. Yeah. And I watched this game. I was up in Connecticut, and I watched him play against North Carolina. Dude had 30-something points. And then the next game he playing, I'm like, where's Mike?
Right.
So I called home and talked to his mother, and she said Mike and the coach didn't get along. And so he went to San Diego State. and that was it. I ain't hear from him no more.
Yeah.
And
He
then
did go to San Diego. He did go to
we went to San Diego State. Yeah. And then I hear from him. Then when I got in touch with him, when I got in touch with him, he said, you know, things ain't work out there. But man, I used to tell those dudes up there in Connecticut, I was like, man, the dude was our man on the team, but you know, he just didn't stay on the team as long as we wanted him to. But man, we had a squad, man. But everybody was just. And we knew each other. We just had a good squad, and nobody cared about the limelight because we all could play. You know what I mean? And everybody was getting the ball. You know what I mean? So we didn't care about that. We was just balling.
Name some teams y'all played that year. 'Cause I know y'all played some big teams that year.
Y'all played a tough schedule, man.
Yeah, we played against Dennis Scott and them coming up. Ron Strickland. He was playing with the prep school at that time.
Oak Hill.
Y'all beat them?
We beat them at our gym. That's a small gym, and I'll never forget Rod and them saying to us, man, we playing here? But we had like one row of seats. We had one row of seats, and people coming. That was a cafeteria.
It looked like a cafeteria.
It was a cafeteria.
St. Andrews Jimmy no bigger than we at right now.
Good for a workout.
And we put the press on you and everything.
Yeah.
But we played them there, and we went into overtime to beat them, triple overtime. Wow. With Rod Strickland there.
They was ranked high.
And they was ranked high at that time. And we played against Dominique Proudman. We played against Mackin. That's when they had Dominique Presley. He was a senior and stuff. So so we played against some good squads. But one thing that got me is it was coming up when we was playing against we wanted to play spin guard.
I was gonna get to that too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm jumping the gun.
No, that's good.
Man.
Nah, you ain't jumping the gun. I'm glad you brought it up. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I was gonna get to that.
That was a little tense thing there, right there, because
We still talk about that to this day. The whole city wanted to see that game.
oh my God,
32 years later.
because we was number 3 in the country at that time, and they was number 1. And oh my God, and Coach Datcher and John Wood. They just couldn't get it together. They was bumping heads a little bit. It was a big article in the paper about it. Just couldn't set it up. But we won it.
But see, when you put high school basketball reverse right now, you talk about now.
Yeah.
I think that if that was a situation, that game would have happened nowadays.
Yeah.
Because it's a money market thing.
Neutral site.
Yeah, neutral site.
Exactly, yeah.
Everybody can come to the game. You know what I'm saying? Back then, it was like, it wasn't no, everybody egos.
Egos flowing up.
Yeah, it was like shit.
Not no players, but the coaches.
No, I'm talking the coach, not the players. The players want to play.
Yeah.
The coaches, look, man, I ain't going for that shit.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We good, y'all fuck it. We ain't got to play.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I still think today that would have been the best
Yeah.
fucking high school game.
It would have happened just now. It would have happened.
That was. Yeah, you got Sherman, Melvin.
Yeah. Who was it?
Big
Ernest,
Ducky.
Ernest Hall was there.
Yeah, Big Ernie. Ernie, Big Ducky, Manuel, Stingaboo, Robert Smith.
Yeah, Stingaboo, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it was matchups all around the board. You know what I'm saying?
That would have been a good game.
Yeah, you gotta do
Phil
good game.
Campbell, Smitty.
Yeah, Bobby Winston. Oh, man, that would have been a real good
Mike
game.
Best.
Mike Best.
Yeah, that would have
We
been
was
good.
looking forward to it, too. And, you know,
Y'all just sold the caps on out.
yeah.
No, that would have been a huge game. No bullshit.
Yeah, man. It should have
That was a
been
huge game, man.
like now they have like they call it DC States, where they had the best of the best. So you got the Catholic schools in DC, and anybody from DC.
Okay.
Coach
They
Rob.
meet up in the tournament at the end of the year. See, that would have been great for y'all.
Yeah.
You couldn't duck that rep.
You can't duck that right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't duck that rep. That would definitely been one of the best games I've ever seen. You know what
Y'all
I'm saying?
definitely want to. You know, speaking on, I haven't seen teams like that in a long time,
Oh, my
man.
goodness, man. But you know what? I mean, I don't know if jump the gun a little bit, but when we got into college and playing against Sherman, and that's how he was throwing them alley-oops in high school.
Yeah.
And then he started doing it in college.
Yeah.
Man,
That was nice.
It was one.
The general.
He broke the NCAA record
Yeah,
for assists on us. I'll never forget it. And they blew. It seemed like we shouldn't even be playing the game. As soon as the game started, it was over. It was over.
But you know what's so crazy about that? That's like if you take both of them teams, Swing On and St. Andrews that year, shit, at least.
And 12 D1s.
Yeah, but I'm saying like in that conference, you had like 5 Big East guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's when Big East was
Yourself,
ruling.
Sherman, my brother,
Yep.
Bobby
Sam-
Winston,
Sam
Sam
Jefferson.
Jefferson.
Sam Jefferson.
You had 5 guys that went to the Big East.
ACC.
Man.
Yeah.
And I used to love it, man. When we played them dudes, man, it was like 'cause you're seeing somebody from your hometown. You know you done ball with them or did something with them. You know, so
Yeah, that's a good thing, man. When you go out warm-ups. You see somebody from your hometown. It's all love.
Now, like, I'll never forget, we beat them by 1-2, Sherman them, 50-51. Of course, the ball gets swung back around to Sherman. And of course, we talking on the court a little bit, because you got to have that little thing going, you know what I mean? Because we know it's all good. So I have the ball swing around to him, and I put my hand on his, this hand checking a little bit.
Right.
He knocked it down, right? As soon as he knocked it down, he threw it out, he hit the dirt court. He went down the court. He said, you can't do that on me. So, you know what I mean? So it's all love, and it just made the game even better.
Right,
you know
right,
I mean?
right.
Because now I'm coming down, I'm going to try to do something now, you know what I mean? But I got to stay within the team and all. But and then, of course, you playing against, we beat Smitty and them, Georgetown and them up in Connecticut. That was the biggest game, because majority of the time, out of the 4 years, they beat us. You know what I mean? But we got 2 wins in there. You know what I mean? But they beat us majority of the time. But it was just amazing just to be playing against them guys, man, especially not with the high school.
I was say, how was that playing against Smith and Bobby?
It was lovely, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was because I know it's gonna be competitive. I can't go out there slacking. You know what I mean? Point blank, I'm in the Big East anyway. You know what I mean? So you can't go out there slacking. But then on top of that, I know Smitty bringing it. I know Bobby bringing it, because that's how we did in practice. We practice against each other, play against each other, check each other.
Was there any point in time in UConn's scouting report or whatever where you gave the scouting report to your coaches or teams about Smith and Bobby?
Oh yeah, I had to. I had to. They asked me too. I said, Bobby's not gonna shoot too much. Bobby's just a basic player. Bobby gonna do too much, but he'll rebound, he'll just run the show.
Yeah,
I said now Smitty, I said Smitty, he gonna try to take over.
He ain't gonna pass.
Yeah, he ain't gonna pass. He's going out. He'll pass if it's right there, but Smitty's going at it. Smitty gonna try to shoot. Smitty gonna try to score. Smitty gonna D you up too. Smitty gonna get up on you and D you.
Who's on that UConn team with you that year?
We had Tate George. Myself, Cliff Robinson.
That's right. Cliff was cooking too.
Who was he?
Portland, right?
Yeah, Portland. 19 years in the NBA. Matter of fact, we still stay in touch. We FaceTime each other all the time.
That's my man.
He's living out in Portland now.
He got a nice business growing.
Tell him, hey, Harley the Red Cup.
He got a nice business growing.
I'm telling you, he got that going. He got his dispensary and everything.
Hey, tell him come holler at him.
Yeah, Red Cup.
Red Haze.
He asked me, he said, Gamble, what you want to do? You want to come out here and work with me or what? I can't do it.
Well, shit, tell him call me. Hey, that was the first thing spoken.
That's a great question you asked, Bone, though, about like the scouting report. The coaches come to you.
Yeah.
Because when I was at G-Town, we played.
They asked you about Moulton.
They asked me about Moulton, right? So I'm like, we watch the tape. Now we used to watch film, me and Joe Brown, watch the tape, we watch live games. I know what Moulton gonna do, but you still gotta get out there and stop it, right? So I'm giving them the scouting report. We're gonna go this way. So I'm like, that's Churchwell matchup, man, Churchwell. So day of the game, I'm coming there and look on the board. It said Charlie Moulton. I'm like, man, I ain't checking no 3, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you ducked the wreck?
No. I did not duck the wreck. Nah, but I was like surprised they had me going against my. And Coach Tom said, I'm doing this for a reason.
Okay.
He said, I'm not putting nobody else on him right now.
That's a good move,
because he said, you broke down the film, the tape.
Yeah.
He said, I got to put you on.
Yeah, you know what you got to do.
He said, but he also has to stop you on the other end.
What did he do to you? How much he had?
He had 17, I had 19.
Okay.
I couldn't stop him.
Hey, Coach Rob, play that number tomorrow.
See, they play zone,
19, baby.
They play zone. They beat us now on Martin Luther King's birthday. I remember that Big Monday. Remember Big Mondays?
Big Monday. The one thing about Vaughn, so he had that smooth, laid back kind of put you to sleep type game.
Yeah,
you know what I
See,
mean?
we play high school, so I go in jams, man. I'm like, damn, I said, when we go in jams, like people pointing at you. You travel up with your headphones
and stuff like that.
I might have my headphones on, but I got the music off.
Yeah.
And you hear all the people like, there they go right there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I was like, oh, they in trouble.
Yeah, you hear that talk.
Right.
But you know, when you got somebody that you can ride with and play with, like same with your high school team, same with you, bro. I'm quite sure your teammates was like, we got Curt.
Yeah.
So we all right tonight. And that's a great
Shout out to
feeling,
Sweatsuit
man.
Bill.
Sweatsuit. Stay in your lane.
Well, I got to throw this out, though, man. How about you? your game. I say to myself, I said, you know what? When I was coming, even when Smitty was playing with her, I ain't never really get to see you play that much. And then when I came to see you play, I said, oh my God.
But that
I said, oh my God. I said, the people was like, man, I think he just better, you know, he better than Smitty. Just, I'm like, oh my God.
that was put me in a situation even at a young age to even like come and watch you guys play. You know what I'm saying? And just to have the. When I went to St. Anthony's games, one thing I always did, I never missed a game, for one. But I always watch you guys play and just watch the intensity, and just watch the, like, you know what I'm saying. I always try to take that to my team. Yeah. And I always used to. I mean, whatever. I was like a young fella back then. I always told him about, man, these dudes play together. They got like 4 guys that get you 20 a night. Yeah. And some nights they might have done it. Yeah. But their goal was to win. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just watching y'all, like, I told my brother this a long time ago. When I knew Mike, you know what I'm saying, from around the way. You know what I'm saying? Then when my first guy seen St. Anthony's play, I come home, I'm like, I know about Mike. You know what I'm saying? I said, I said, man, who's that nigga weigh like 100 pounds? That skinny man, that nigga cooking like. So my brother was like, he said, nah. He said, man, this nigga don't be missing. This nigga. I said, man, you know what I'm saying? And I always, like I said, I watch older guys play, and always try to take to my generation, and just like, you know, I was a student of the game to you all, but I was a teacher at my age group, just trying to. Not I was better than everybody, but everybody didn't get a chance to be in situations like I was, like coming up and watching y'all guys play. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I had a chance to have, you know what I'm saying, a brother that didn't lose a game in the senior year in high school. Exactly. Yeah. And not only that, with 4 major guys that went on to the next level in big major conference. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I can't do nothing but get better. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I can't do nothing but get better. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that was just my thing, and Mo will tell you, I was always stepping the court. I just always wanted to win. Yeah. From just watching y'all. I'm like, my whole thing was how everybody would get this basketball. All these dudes that got in the team, but y'all made that shit work.
We didn't care about. I mean, it's like we didn't care. We didn't get no bickering in the locker room about it. No. You know what I mean? It wasn't about that. It was like whoever's scoring is fine.
And that's what I think about that spin-on game would have been a good one because they. Both y'all had the same attitude. Yeah, exactly. The same attitude. You don't want nobody get mad. Whoever's good. Let's just win. Let's just win. So that's just how it was. And it was like now I think back when you see some teams and stuff, somebody getting mad, somebody getting upset, and then somebody getting the glory. It wasn't even like that with us. You know what I mean? And beyond with you, as you know, Smitty came off the bench and he was outsparked off the bench and he took the light, but we didn't care. Right. Because we was gone. It didn't even matter.
It didn't matter.
It didn't even matter.
It didn't matter.
Now, there was some super games to watch, though, man.
Yeah, it didn't matter at all.
Some super games.
And all you guys were rewarded at the end.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Everybody got scholarships. Everybody went to Division I, you know?
Yeah. I got the Street and Smith, man. Y'all was even preseason ranked.
Preseason ranked, exactly. And then I look back on it, even when we was in college, the ones that went to college, we kind of made a little success in college, too.
Oh, not a little success, a lot of success. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that little success.
Yeah. Tournaments.
Exactly.
Conference championship.
What was your recruiting like?
The recruiting was coming out. Terry Holland. That one blew my mind because he came Terry Holland, Virginia. Ralph Sampson and what was it? Ricky Stokes. Dave Oldham. Yeah, Dave Oldham.
Odell Wilson in there?
Odell, exactly. Now he comes up to the school, and Mr. Ash called me to the office and stuff because he can come up there and talk to you at the time.
Mr. Ash?
Mr. Ash. Mr. Datchin called me.
He's on curl with you, right?
Yeah. So he called me. I go to the office and I done seen Terry Holland, you know, on TV and stuff like that because of, you know, Ralph Sampson, all them guys, and I was on it too. And then, matter of fact, we even played at the Capital Center. We played Dennis Scott and them before Georgetown played.
Flint Hill.
Flint Hill. We played them.
I was at that game.
And then Georgetown played Virginia.
Oh, y'all played right before them.
We played right before them.
Flint Hill and Gus Hill.
Gus,
all them dudes, they had them
He went to George Mason, right?
Gus Hill, never do. They had a mob that year.
They had a mob that year.
Actually, Dennis was young. Derek Sims.
Derek Sims, yeah.
Dennis went to Virginia.
Dennis was young boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Dennis young boy.
Gus Hill went to Virginia.
We had a good game. Yeah, exactly.
No, Derek Sims went to Virginia.
I'm talking about
Gus Hill?
Gus Hill.
I don't know what Gus Hill went, but I know. I think.
Nah, I'm talking about Yates. I'm sorry.
Yates went to Georgia.
Oh, Carlos Yates.
Yeah, rest in peace.
I remember that game. I remember that
You
game.
remember that game?
Yeah.
Because I
You're
gotta
right,
say,
you're right, Rick.
I gotta say this play before I get back to about the recruiting. But the play that killed me when Patrick Ewing picked the ball up off the floor and threw it under the basket and dunked it on Ralph.
That one hand.
And he was a rookie freshman then.
Yeah.
That one hand. Oh, to this day, I still see that.
Yeah.
That was a vicious play because we were sitting right up under the basket.
Okay.
I was like, oh my God.
That was tough.
Oh my, but Ralph and them beat him and stuff. You know,
Yeah,
Ralph was
yeah,
that's
yeah,
like
good team.
7'4". Who's 7'4" doing that back
Yeah.
then? You know,
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
nobody doing that.
Yeah.
You know, but they had a nice squad. But Terry Hollins came up, Boston College. That's when Boston College. Then it was Georgetown. It was Connecticut. Then I went to West Virginia for a visit.
Wow.
And I went to Georgetown twice, one on my own. You know, because it was just in town. and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
the campus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
campus and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So went up there. So I went to Boston College. Went to West Virginia. Went to those schools, and then I took one more to Hawaii just to go.
Oh, I was just.
But I wasn't supposed to take.
Y'all messed it up for me, man. I couldn't go
I
on
wasn't
that
supposed
trip.
I probably signed with Hawaii out
Couldn't go.
there.
They say, man, if you come out here, you gotta be sure. I was like,
Yeah.
man, I can't make
Man,
it.
it was just too much. I was like, oh my goodness. But you know, the go out there, I took 6 visits. We were supposed to take 5.
Yeah.
I took
Right.
6, and then they had made some type of MC thing up. And when I got to Connecticut, and they were saying I might have to miss a few games, but then they cleared it.
Yeah.
So, I took the visit because they offered it to me.
Yeah.
But it was a nice visit. Though.
Yeah, I bet it was.
So but those were the schools that came after me. There was some other schools that came after me too, but I narrowed it down to those 5. But just like we were saying, Coach Howie Dickman.
Yeah.
Don Perno was the head coach, but Howie Dickman, he came to my mother's house, walked around the neighborhood in the down southwestern projects,
cool,
and
dude.
he'd come to my mother's house, eat sweet potato pie. This is a white man. He come there eating sweet potato pie, drinking coffee, crossed his legs and everything.
Yeah.
And my mother just fell for him. Right after that, she was like, okay. But the Georgetown, the thing with Georgetown, they wanted the red shirt in our first year. And you know, I wasn't ready to do that.
No.
But I'll be honest with you, and I think back on it sometimes. I don't regret going to Connecticut, but I do say, what if?
You the red shirt that
Got a
year.
red shirt.
But then you got to think about this, though. On the flip side of it, how would you dealt with you? Rick? You not playing. You like But you just come out of high school first, come on, man.
Yeah, I was.
You know, ain't no red shirt. Come on, man.
That's what I was feeling.
But then you got to think of how you know. You home, you might got frustrated.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Guys running away, man.
You never know
all
what
that.
could happen. You never know what could
You know
happen.
what I'm saying? Either way, it could have happened. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I don't think you made a bad move.
Nah.
Yeah. Because I look back on that because coming up, that was the goal. You go to Georgetown, play ball for Georgetown, but it didn't happen. But I don't regret going to Connecticut because I went there and I started all 4 years. I made all the freshman team, and in '86, that's when the 3-point line came in '86, the Big East. And I was telling Ricky that when I started, I held the 3-point record. And then down the line, that's when all the other guys started coming in. And then Ray Allen broke my record. So
at UConn.
Yeah, UConn.
Yeah.
So one of the guys, one of the guys came up to me and said, "Man," he said, "he shattered your record." Then he said, "You know what? Who else did that break your record though? Ray Allen."
Yeah, Ray. But shit, he in the NBA record.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? I was like, and me and Ray, because I would see him in Connecticut when he come to games and stuff. We would talk and stuff, and down the key type of guy. You know what I mean? Down real cool. But I would do it all over again though. I think it was my best move because I have 5 brothers, and all of them went through some things back here. You know what I'm saying? Went from the left track to get to the right track, and one of my brothers said, "Hey man, I want you to get away and start something different." You know, and so I did what I did, man. So. We do it all over again, but there was a lot of people along the way, though. A lot of people along the way, from Mr. Borden, Jay, Donovan, Ricks, all the guys, and even some of the mentors down Southwest that wasn't doing what I was doing, but they'd go tell my brother, or they'd tell me, like a guy named Melvin Hamilton, Rodney Williams, Dino Roach, I was telling Dino Roach, and Wally Purr, those guys, James McCray, those guys kind of, set a tone for me also. I'd be on the court late at night during the summertime. They'd walk through there with their crew or whatever, and they could stop and play some ball with me. then they'd be like, "All right, man, they too tall and long," because that was the neighborhood name, Too Tall.
I know they call you.
All those guys, man, got to shout them out to them because you can't do it by yourself. You got to have somebody to kind of help guide you along the way too.
You got the NIT MVP, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Hey, don't a lot of people do that now. Come on, official.
Yeah.
Come on, Bo, where the t-shirts at? All day official dudes in here, man.
You and Mr. G.
Yeah, Mr.
name's
G.
it.
I was just about to say that because
Trey
you
Kelly
say
got
that
one.
too.
Nah, the Trey
Yeah,
Kelly
and he got anything in that team.
Yeah, ITMP. Yes, he did.
I ain't never seen him as a jump shot.
Yeah.
No bull.
It's good you talk about that. I'm glad you didn't wear that shirt. When I transferred, I had to sit out. I swear to
No,
God,
Mike.
that was the worst 8 months of my life. They were just sitting out. You can practice, but you can't play. It's like a kid being teased. You ain't getting nothing for Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's the worst experience ever, man. I don't wish that, man. If you injured, yeah. But I think now they should train some rules. You transfer, you should be able to play right away.
They talking about that.
Yeah.
They talking about that.
Because it's hard to sit out when you've been playing this game all your life.
But you know how crazy transferring gonna be if they do that shit though?
They gotta be for a good reason.
Yeah, that shit gonna be crazy.
Gotta be for a good reason, yeah.
I mean, the only thing that's, the NCAA is dictated by the football programs.
Yeah.
And the football programs are putting up such an opposition to it. That's more so what, but then the basketball, they're talking about it.
Yeah.
They got to make sure the football
man.
That could be a good idea.
Especially like, not in my case, but like your coach league. Black kid can't go somewhere else, follow the coach, or go somewhere else where he was recruited at.
No, I'm good right now.
And and it's hard, man, because you like, hey, this new coach coming in, man. I'm going in my junior, senior year.
Exactly. Yeah.
Why I can't follow my coach?
Yeah. And some players want to do that too. Some players want to do that. And like you said about the NIT, I'm gonna speak on something about that because our freshman year, we was like, they was wearing, Don Perno was the coach and stuff. You go out to the games at Harper Chicken Center, they was wearing bags on their head. That's how bad, because I went there. There was a ball player there, I don't know if y'all heard of, his name was Earl Kelly.
Oh, man, yes, indeed.
Nice. Yeah, Earl was nice.
Big point guard.
And he was
blue.
Yeah, he was a
Big
senior.
point guard.
He was a senior, and we was playing against, I can't forget his name, Pearl Washington.
Yes,
and
indeed.
I was a freshman.
Yeah.
And Earl said, if you have to get on him, you have to get on him, back up off him. Give him the jump shot. Don't get too close up on him because he can go around him. He can do some things.
Yeah.
And so, but then after that, then Earl got released, and I played point guard. I played point guard in the middle of that year because Earl got released on the team because of some issues off the court and stuff like that. Yeah. And who I had to play point guard against? Mark Jackson. Wow. That's when they had Willie Glass. Walter Berry. Thank you. Yes, Walter Berry.
Oh yeah. Mark Johnson's bad boy.
Yeah. Mullen wasn't on that team.
No, Mullen went on that team.
Mullen left the year right after that.
Yeah, right after.
Yeah. I'm sorry, before.
Him and the big white dude.
Winnington.
Was he on that team or he was gone?
Winnington might have been gone.
They gone. They left.
I think him and Mark Johnson came out the same year. The year before. Yeah.
Walter Berry.
But that was Mark kind of broke me in to the bigs a little bit though. Yeah. Because he was already there. I think he was going to he was a senior. Yeah. And I was a freshman. And I had to check him. Yeah. I had to play point guard. To be honest with you, in school, I got to play point guard in St. Anthony. Right. So I had to play it. And I dealt with it. The first half was a little shaky, but second half it got better. You know what I mean? But I was like, okay, just relax now, just play.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but then after that, my sophomore year, we came down and we played Georgetown. And I'll never forget Jim Calhoun coming to me and Cliff Robinson after that game. He said, y'all can't play the next 15 games. So we was academically enrolled. Yeah, we missed 15 games.
I didn't know that.
Y'all didn't know that?
No.
Yeah. And so that crushed the family a little bit too because I was the only one who went to college and stuff, and so then you're hearing the little whispers too and stuff like that. Is he gonna drop out? All that type of stuff.
Right.
But the focus was I love basketball. You know what I'm saying? So me and Cliff, we stayed there because they thought we was gonna leave the school. We got our grades back up, and then UConn has never won a championship ever. So we get our grades up and get back on the team. And we beat Ohio State in the championship. And I was MVP. And they never won any championship. So me being MVP, that's why they always bring my name up and stuff.
Yeah.
But also, I got to play against somebody who I grew up down Southwest. That was like, we grew up right in the hood, Prairie College.
Ohio State,
yeah. We played Ohio State, we played them. And the night before, we in Madison Square Garden, so I go up and I knock on his door. And that was another thing, because we from the same hood, never playing the championship Madison Square Garden. So it was a big thing. And so we come out, we talking, and he said, man, he said, you ever thought about what we doing now? Look what's going on. You know what I mean? Because he went to Gonzaga, and then I think he went to a prep school after that.
Yeah, he went to prep school.
And so we talked about it, but to win that championship, and that kind of propelled UConn, and then they started winning NCAA tournaments and championships and stuff like that. But it's a good thing because, I go back up to the school now to go see a game up on campus. They got my picture, big picture of me sitting on the backboard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so it's like, okay, I did something here. You know what I mean? And,
Right.
and it was good to get I got an inbox from Gene Smith. Gene Smith said, thanks for going away and representing. You know what I mean? Gene Smith told me that. So that was a good thing to
It's
hear.
funny you say that about Perry Carter, because when I was a freshman at Georgetown, we was in Vegas. It was a classic. And UNLV played Arizona, we played Ohio State.
Yeah.
And the night before, Perry Carter brought me to the side. He was like, man, you realize what's going on?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. He's like, nah, you don't realize what's going on.
Yeah.
He said, I'm from DC, I'm from Southwest.
Exactly, yeah.
I said, I know. I said, you went to Gonzaga. He's like, yeah. He said, man, keep representing.
Yeah, that's a wonderful thing, man.
Yeah.
It is, because when you're playing this, even when playing in the Big East and playing against Sherman and Smitty and Bob, it's just to see them, man, because you know where we come from. You know what I mean? And know it's not easy. You know what I mean? It's not easy. You know, but this is one event. Just like today, I was out at Gwen Park, Gwen Park High School.
Yeah.
A buddy, you might know, Michael Wingard.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike Wingard.
Yeah.
So. I mean, since 10, since we was 10 years old, you know. So me and my lady went out there to see his son play.
Okay.
And he playing out there at Glen Park. He's a junior now.
All right.
And now he'll be a senior next year. So just to be out there, and I haven't been to a high school game in a while.
Yeah.
So just to go there and see them young boys. But I did notice is this, that all the players seem like to be the same size. You know what I mean? Man. When we was coming up, man, we had some 6'8", some 6'9". Where they going, man? It's like everybody like 6'6", 6'4",
Like
everybody the same size.
When you over 6'7", they sending you out of town.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. I heard they taking all these big guys going to Catholic schools, prep schools, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it was good, you know. So just to get out there and see that again, man. And when I come around the holidays and stuff, man, it's a wonderful thing just to come back and stuff and see my family, see some friends, and I'll be honest with you. I was waiting for this call, man, for real. Curt Smith, Charles Harris. I was waiting on this call.
Man, man, we was waiting on you to come on here. You know what I'm saying?
Because I reached out to Smith.
He told me.
Yeah.
He got me told me.
He the one that said, man, as soon as Phil get in town, we got to grab.
And because Smith was calling me. Matter of fact, you had contacted him or something when he's like, Mason and Phil trying to get in the show. And your man Anthony Wood sent a message out. Foot, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm like, shit, it ain't nothing like that, no official use. And what,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But and then you gotta think, like when this is my perception of a lot of the way I think. This is what a lot of people from the DC and Maryland area don't get. As a young kid, I seen y'all.
Exactly.
I knew what the fuck was going on.
Exactly.
Everybody don't look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, and I said every time on the show, ever since JoJo Hunter's been on the show, JoJo Hunter made a good point. Like I said, you get credit off of your peers, people that played the game. When they say you bad motherfuckers, worry about that.
That's a good point.
Fuck the fans.
That's a good point.
When he said that shit, in all the years, I've never heard nobody say no shit like that, but it make a whole lot of sense.
Yes, it does.
You know what I'm saying? But I can say, I can talk to all the top notch guys that we talked about, right? And say Phil Gamble name, all of them, Talk to a motherfucker that never played, or just at the bar just naming names and don't know shit. Fuck them.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Now you made a good
And that's
point.
how I look at it.
You made a good point about going out to like Barry Farms, because to be honest with you, a lot of ballers come through that, you know what I'm saying? Through that. The Barry Farms is a spot to be and stuff, you know, then the Urban Coalition and stuff like that. Y'all even coming down playing your league over there. You know, I never played over there, but you know, we and all over together that day.
I'm trying to tell you, they be down there, they come down there and support. But what I'm saying is, and I always tell guys, there's no disrespect at all to all them guys that play in them leagues. The only thing that I be looking at is it's a lot, and I go through arguments with niggas about Charlie Moore. I'm like, this nigga went to 2 major fucking conferences, man. This nigga was first team all met all this and that. 25 again in high school.
And Grant Hill come in and stamp.
Grant Hill come in and stamp him. Grant, one of the best motherfuckers ever played the game. So what I'm saying, is, some of these dudes that play in these leagues can't get out them leagues.
That's true.
Because you put them in an organized setting,
it's a different.
It's a whole different thing.
What we used to say though, like when we was coming up, we didn't play at one spot.
Yeah.
Nah, you
We
got
went
to go
everywhere.
You traveled everywhere.
We went everywhere. Even if it was like off season, we just working out. We didn't just play down Watts or Kelly Miller.
Because that was
we
not
went
that was
uptown.
nothing.
We
Yeah.
went Maryland, Virginia,
You know-
Southwest, everywhere. That's how you get better.
You know
You
how?
can't sit in the same environment and get better.
That's true. In junior high, there was one guy that I was, even in high school. I mean, in high school it was Linda DeBella.
Yeah, bad boy.
He gave me
Bad boy.
buckets.
Happy belated birthday, nigga.
Yeah, but he also he taught me on the court too.
Yeah.
He always talked to me on the court. You know what I mean?
And he talked while you playing.
Yeah, he talked.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He talked.
He was in me after the game. He go to me and he said, you gotta get better. You gonna get better. So and he would just talk to me that way. But on the court, he was saying he gave me buckets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gotta do that. But then it was somebody else I was about to say. Who was it? I had to come back to me, but it was this.
Yeah.
But Lyndon DeBella was one of the ball players that I had to check. And man, he gave me Poopy James.
Oh, Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah, lefty.
James.
People
Now,
forget a lot about him.
he was left-handed, but when we used to play them in middle school, oh man, junior high school, man.
Oh, Poole James, bad boy. Scrambled eggs, that's my man.
What you call it?
They call him scrambled eggs. Yeah, that's my man there, boy.
He used to give it to me.
That's my man right there, man. Scrambled eggs and boogie. And then you got talk about my man, another underrated guy, man. In the city, people don't talk about a lot. Tyrone Jones, stretch, man.
Yeah, stretch. I tell you, like at Langley when I went there, we was in 8th grade. Him and Sonny was in the 9th. So those were the two balls. You know, they were our two focused players and stuff.
Him and Sonny Reyes, right?
Him and Sonny Reyes, and they was good friends too. But shooting the J, Ty had it. You know what I mean? Handle the rock. He played down low. He played up top. And then even when we was coming up, when we be in practice, I'd be playing him one-on-one. Of course, he had the upper hand on me at that time, but I'm like eager to get there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna play you hard, and he knew it was in me. But we won a championship with those guys, and then Tyrone went on to Dunbar and stuff like that. But Stretch was the man. You know, he was one of the best players that I think that played here. In the league.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
So first high, my father took me to see them play. I forgot they played down Dunbar. He went 10 for 12 from the floor. He didn't shoot one layup.
Just jumping. He had buckets. He could shoot it.
Hey man, your man Willie McLeod.
Willie McLeod. What's up, Willie?
No man, you was underrated.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. And one moment I remember about you, boy, that free throw line on TV when the gum came out your mouth. You nervous? That's my homie right there, though. Boy, Big Will.
A husky brother.
Yeah, what's up, boy? Jumping out the gym. And that's another example. Like guys like him don't know. They don't know about Willie.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, and that's crazy though.
Big time college.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
He came from Allegheny and came from us for 2 years, man. And fit right in.
He came from Watts.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, got the reference. Yeah. You know, Andre was like that.
Yeah, I got one.
You know why you went to Duval though?
Okay.
You done seen all of those.
Oh man.
He went to Duval though.
Yes.
Coach Brown was the coach. Yeah, Andre was bad. Boy, oh my goodness.
And that was another thing because he was from the from back in his area and stuff. I was a freshman, and after the game, and before the game and stuff, it was just like there was that love because he was slapping my hand, but then it was a more like
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know, but like you said earlier, when you see guys from your hometown, you on the road, y'all playing against each other. It's still that, you know what I'm saying, still that bond. You know what I'm saying? We ain't beefing, we ain't chilling. On the court, we gonna have our business.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's gonna be known that we homies.
We homies. Exactly.
Yeah,
That's how it works.
That's how it always been.
Yeah, it was just easy to flow like that.
Yeah, that's how it always been.
I got a story for y'all. Can I hit this story for y'all?
Oh, yeah, man.
All right, check it out.
This your show.
All right, check it out. Like we go to play Syracuse, and this is my freshman year. We go to play Syracuse, and I leave my sneakers not in my bag. I have no sneakers to play, playing the game and stuff. So I had to go tell Don Perno and Howie Dickerman I left my sneakers.
That's some shit Willie McLeod did.
And I'm a freshman. and I'm a freshman. And I'm starting. And I'm like, so coach was like, you don't want to play? You nervous? You scared? And I'm like, oh my God, no. But I left my sneakers. So he said, ask anybody in here if they brought an extra pair of sneakers, 13th one. I asked them, nah, nobody got them. So he went to me. He said, all right, you want to play? You go ask Bayheim for a pair of sneakers. So I had to go knock on their door. I knocked on their door. They opened up the door. Everybody just looking at me like,
Like, what the fuck you want?
What you doing over here? Yeah. About to play y'all. What you doing over here? So I said, I need to speak to Coach Bayon. Bayon come to the door, and I was trying to get him to come outside the door because it was kind of embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? So I had to try to get him, but he didn't come outside the door. He said, "Yeah, what you mean?" I said, "Coach, I left my sneakers." And you could hear the giggle in the back already. I left my sneakers. He looked, and just his words. What do you want from me? I said, Don Pearl, my coach, and Howie Dickens told me to ask you for a pair of sneakers. He gave me a pair of orange Nikes.
They're playing that game.
No,
Playing that game. Orange Nikes.
Oh,
orange. It was white with the orange
Right,
with
right.
the orange stripe. When I came on the floor after I put them on, it's like the whole. We played in front of 30,000.
Yeah,
it's like everybody in the stands already knew. It was like they already knew. I don't know how it happened, but it's like they already
They
knew.
gave you hell.
They gave me hell. They gave me hell. But you know what? We won the game. I tried to take back the sneakers. He looked at me. That's all he did.
Right.
And I walked away. And I kept the sneakers. Still got them to this day. Still got them to this day. Man, that was one of the heartbreaking moments because I was nervous.
Right.
And I think that's maybe why I left the sneakers.
Yeah.
I was nervous because I said, man, I got to pay for 38,000 people. You know, because they got that football stadium.
That's
you know what I
crazy.
mean? They cut it off. But then we did win the game. I kept the sneakers. But, man, that was one of the highlights of it right there, man. I tell you.
Hey, that's some funny ass shit.
Yeah.
So, if your coach would have gave somebody some sneakers from another team,
Say that again?
was your coach would have gave Sherman some shoes? He come to the door.
Well, I think he would have. He probably would have tried to get them all blue. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want some sneakers? All right, represent us out there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm pretty sure he would have did it.
Man, that's a funny story. Man.
Yeah, man. It just,
Oh man.
man, this is a wonderful thing. I'm glad y'all invited me in here, though.
Man,
you know
no
what I'm saying?
doubt.
Just to
Well, that's
do
it.
this.
We all basketball family. You know what I'm saying? Like the game was a fraternity, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you ain't other people ain't gotta know who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But we gonna make sure they know who the fuck
Yeah,
you are. You
exactly.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just what we do. You know what I'm saying? We don't get with the bullshit with the who was that? Oh, he ain't played. Nah, we don't do that. We don't do that. And you gotta think. We all got to be recognized for what we've done.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? We all got to recognize for what we've done, and that's a special thing about the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We just bring people on the show, like, oh, how y'all get him? How you get him? You know what I'm saying? Even guys in your area or Southwest or whatever, probably was waiting like, man, when y'all get my man too tall in that joint?
Yeah.
You know, I actually get that from people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I would say this is a matter of what time and they had.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we could have a show with everybody, this motherfucker, at the same time. It don't matter to me.
Exactly.
It's just like,
Yeah,
what's convenient.
And I was waiting for it, to be honest with you, because I reached out as many, because I watched it. I was like, check them out, man. That's your question. What made y'all start the Red Cup? I mean, how y'all?
It's funny you asked that. And it started at my brother's house. Me, Rick, and Bryson, James Bryson, Villanova got no biggies out.
Yeah.
So we just arguing over some shit, just talking and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So Rick, they want to go live. Rick, let's go live with the argument. It's a legit argument.
Yeah, exactly.
So we started upstairs in the little TV room just talking. So we ended up going in the basement. Got to talking about that shit, right? So Rick goes and say, man, these motherfuckers actually watching this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so then, remember, my brother come downstairs.
Yeah, exactly.
First thing he said, yo.
That added to
He
it.
said, man, y'all need to do this shit every week. So I'm looking like every week, and I ain't no social media guy, all that sort of shit. Man, I'm telling you, y'all need to do it every week. Ooh. So, we came on the next week, just same old shit.
Yeah.
And getting another vibe. You know what I'm saying? Boom. And then we was like, fuck, we haven't missed a weekend since we started. And that was in February. January? We haven't missed not one weekend since then. We haven't missed not one weekend since then.
And it's getting the pub. It's getting the pub.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
So, you know, so we just trying to build on things, you know, a lot of people, y'all need to do, but I just like the realness of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just talking like you in the barbershop.
Exactly, yeah.
And you see the growth.
Exactly.
From when we first started to now, like just the whole panel.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, we on something different.
Something
you know?
different,
But
yeah.
it's still the same.
Yeah.
It's
You know,
just sharpened up.
It's definitely still the same. But
Yeah.
then I think people look at the caliber guests that we had.
Yeah,
And it's
that's
like,
big.
and it's an honor for us, for guys like y'all to even come
Yeah, man.
and take an hour and a half, an hour of y'all time to even talk about certain shit. Then it give y'all guys a chance
Y'all got
to
some
just
stuff.
say, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
to say what y'all say.
Yeah.
Y'all got some serious guests when we come on here.
Yeah.
Y'all was- I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, we actually, now it's funny because we actually did a draft of the guests we had, and then we cut that off. That's over with. Them was some bad boys in the second half. Now we on the second half of the show. So you got, I think the second half of the show, I mean, you got Walt Williams, you got Grant Hill, you got yourself, Mike Sweetney. I mean, you got some officials. You got some. We will end up doing a JoJo Hunter, Reggie Williams.
Reggie Williams,
We got a nice second half draft that we can get together probably like in a month or so.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it's, like I said, man, it's an honor for us for y'all even taking time out
Yeah, that's a good point too.
to come on the show.
Yeah, because he was a good baller there to go against too, Reggie. Yeah.
Oh, Reggie.
Oh, man.
Reggie
Reggie was nice, man.
Reggie tough, man. Reggie tough.
Oh man.
It's good for people to understand they had Phil Gamble.
Fred Cudahan, when you be here when you get home, Nick.
Phil Gamble, but they don't know
Yeah.
where you started from,
Where I
and
started,
how you
where I come
end up,
from and stuff,
the
yeah.
work you put in to get to where you
Yeah,
at,
exactly,
man. And
yeah.
I think that's what's good, cause man, we can go anywhere now and they be like, Red Cup, man, I appreciate that show last night. You be
Yeah.
like, dang, man, it's really getting through to people.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny, man.
Let me ask y'all a question though, because I think about it sometimes. You know how we was coming up? How the courts used to be packed outside? Everybody balling?
Ain't nothing like
It
that.
ain't like that no more.
Nah,
What's up
man.
with that?
You can
I mean,
walk-
You know what's so crazy?
We
It's
can
funny
walk
saying-
out to a court right now and
But
get
guess
some
what?
shots up.
The courts are better.
Way better.
Fiberglass outside.
And they got gyms. And they got recreation
when we hoop,
centers.
you know what I'm saying? It was no nets. Like when the ball going to hoop, you like, man, that shit ain't going for real.
Yeah, exactly. You ain't know.
You ain't know. You know what I'm saying?
That's
You ain't
true.
know. But now they got nets everywhere you go. Fiberglass backboards.
Lights.
The ground is nice.
Lights.
Bright lights and all that.
I remember
Like,
shoveling
that
snow
shit.
off the court.
Yeah,
shit
like
like
the
that.
ball to the ball. Yeah.
Christmas break, you shoveling snow off the
You
court.
don't have
ball,
shit
man.
like that no more.
Playing with gloves on.
Yeah, somebody was telling me now they go in the gym and they ball, but are they really doing it right
Ain't
now?
nobody in the gym either.
They-
Nah.
Phil,
Everybody got a trainer.
They go in these gyms with they no disrespect you. They go in the gyms with cones and all this other
Trainers.
yeah, like parents.
Yeah. Oh, with the parents there and all that stuff. Yeah.
But also, I mean, who play? The thing is, a lot of people don't play basketball for fun anymore.
Yeah.
You used to have guys that play because they were trying to go somewhere. Some guys that just play because they like to play.
They like to
There's
play.
really nobody to just play
Yeah.
to play. It's either guys that's trying to get somewhere
Yeah.
or 2K.
And 2K, exactly.
NBA 2K.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get somewhere, just love the game, and they just
Yeah.
did it. You know what I mean? Nowadays, I could be down, riding through down Southwest or over South. I'm like, look,
They ain't gonna see
But,
nothing. And they got a nice
the
one.
course nice.
They got a nice
Yeah,
one right
they
over.
just
They got a nice one
course
right over in
nice.
Southwest, right on
Course
South
nice.
Capitol line. They got the lights on till like
yeah,
12 at night,
12 at night.
and nobody be out
And
there.
that's where I
Nobody
grew up
got
at.
it.
That's where I grew up, right
It's
there.
a nice
Down the
school
street,
over
right
there, too,
across the street
man.
from the police, right there.
And I'm glad for you, you know what I'm saying, to give us our props. And like I talked to Bootney Green today, and like, man, he's like, man, y'all got Phil on the show today. He's like, man, good dude, you know what I'm saying? man?
Yeah, Booty,
And,
yeah.
he was like, man, you know what I'm saying, like, good dude, man. Great opportunity for you to come on
Yeah.
and share shit. We ain't know about the UConn, the shoe shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
We know the academic stuff.
The academic stuff, you know what I'm
you
saying?
spend 50
Yeah,
minutes,
yeah,
come back when
come back when
NIT.
yeah, all that. We ain't know
Yeah,
nothing about none of that shit. But
So-
like for you to come on and tell us that shit. Now you telling everybody.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, it was a message in that, especially for the ballers who's out there now, you know what I'm saying? Even though I flunked off and stuff, you know what I mean? And got back on, got my degree. I went on to get my degree too, you know what I mean?
right. That's
you know
what's up.
what I'm saying?
That's
And, you know,
what's up.
everybody don't do it. It was just the point that I knew I had to get it because, you know, I traveled to 76ers. I traveled to Portland because I got to travel to Portland traveling because Cliff was there. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
So I got to, you know, at least I got to trial and play against Clyde Drexler. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And Charles Barkley was
A lot
there
of
on
people
trial,
don't
you know
have
what I mean?
that
So
opportunity.
I had that
A
experience.
lot of people don't get to that point.
Yeah, and then I went overseas and stuff like that. But you know,
Good.
it was just a thing when I left there. I had a credit to get my degree.
That's
and I'll
it.
never forget when I
Yeah.
went overseas. Jim Carroll said, "Whatever you do, come back and get it." He said, because you don't know if you're gonna make it that long or not, whatever. So that gave me the thing to come back and get it. But that was just a message to throw out to them youngins that, you know, we all ain't gonna do it, but I was just one of the lucky ones to be able to do it. Because what if I would have, when I flunked off, I would just say, forget it.
Forget it, you know what I mean? Nothing to fall back on.
Nothing to fall back on.
And that's a great message because that's another thing. A lot of guests we had, they also been successful in basketball automatic, but a lot of guys on the show also have a degree also.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at some point in time, you know what I'm saying, they got to be rewarded for that.
Exactly.
You know, and the people and I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So instead of looking at Philip Gamble as the basketball player, Philip Gamble got a degree from motherfucking UConn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A great academic school.
Great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It seemed like what Dougie Vaughn was telling us. Dougie Vaughn said something to me that he said, man, if I didn't get my degree, I feel as though I let y'all down.
Yeah.
And he was one of my mentors, one of the OGs from the way.
Dougie Vaughn,
Bad boy, bad game. We looked at him play, you know what I'm saying? When he said that, it made me like, at the age of 46 right now, for him to say that and he thinking like that back then, it made me like that. I appreciated him back then, but it made me appreciate him even more by saying that's why he got his degree because he didn't want to come home. He thought he let everybody down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I appreciate you a lot because when I went on my visit to UConn, like you said, Howard Dinkelman, when I got up there, them fans, man, you know how that base is with UConn basketball.
Because it's
fans
state school.
coming around.
It's no NBA team up there, so that's all they do.
They said, this is our new Phil Gamble. Because I was from D.C., from the city.
Okay.
So I'm like,
That's crazy.
I said, hold up, what the hell is Phil Gamble? Then I started thinking, I was like, oh man, he played with Smith. I said, man, first team, man. But they was telling me, they was like, your demeanor, you up here, you're from the city, but you got manners, you good. I would think saying, man, they gonna love you.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody loves you. But all they talked about was Phil Gamble from D.C. and they was like, Charlie Harris from D.C. It's like, you're our new Phil Gamble.
Man, that's good to hear, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. And from that, man, I had a great trip up there. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, they love you, man.
Yeah, I
they
appreciate
love
it.
you,
Yeah,
man.
I try not to get, just try to do what I wanted to do and play ball. But also, there's 3 guys that told me before I left, I'll never forget it. Well, 4 guys. Dave Brewer, Dino Roach, Melvin Hamilton, and Rodney Williams. Those guys said too tall. We don't care. If you don't make it, we don't care. Just go up there and get your degree, man. Yeah. Because you already made it. Yeah. You going to college. You already made it. Those guys right there told me that. And to this day, when I talk to them, it's like, they said, remember us sitting in Hainesbury Park? And I said, yeah. And I tell them what they said. They said, okay, you listen to us then. You know what I mean? But,
and you made them feel good.
Yeah, but I'll be honest with you. I went through a period where I was depressed after getting cut. After getting cut, because 7 years old, and that's all you know is basketball. And from elementary school, middle school, high school, and college, I'm MVP. And then you get to the NBA and you get cut.
Right.
Man, that hurt me. Now I can talk about it. It was a point where I couldn't talk about it. Because that was my goal. You know, I'm the youngest out of 9. Let me make it so I can take care of my family. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
And come back down home and throw some camps and do all that type of stuff and stuff like that. But it hurt me for a while. And then one last thing, like I sent Jim Calhoun a letter because I was working, but it's like I was working a regular job, but it was like at the time I wouldn't really want to be there. You know what I mean? I still want to be balling. You know
you ain't want no balls. Like, you want to belong in no motherfucker.
Yeah. I want to.
With your talent level, you think like fuck this shit.
Yeah, I still should be playing. So I ain't playing. But then I wrote him this letter, and it was like I sent it out today, and he got it yesterday, but it took a few days to get there. And he called me as soon as he got the letter. He said, "Phil, are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm okay." But he said, out of everybody that I've coached, he said, "I knew you was gonna have a problem." He said, "But one thing, I'm glad that you stayed strong and kept working." He said because he said he never had nobody that was MVP on every level and didn't make it, and that mean a lot to me. You know what I mean?
Calhoun?
Yeah, Calhoun, Jim Calhoun, because Hall of Fame coach, he reached out to me, and he called me because I was at a period where I was depressed for a while, but then I just pulled away from everybody, and then it came to a point where I was like, all right, man. You know, you're getting too old now. Get out there. You know, get sit back out there. So, you know what I'm saying?
That's what it is.
It was just part of the life and stuff like that. It was a fun life. It could be a fast life too. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But man, it was just something I would do it all over again. But even with the depressed period that I went through, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's all good, man.
Right. And we definitely appreciate you coming through, man. Last thought though, man. Anything what would you tell these kids out here right now that growing up in this spoiled situation with basketball, with the trainers, with everything that's given to you and everything? Is anything that you would like to share or just get your input on how you look at that? You know what I'm saying? How would you think that your situation, like you said, like MVP at everything.
Yeah, exactly.
And then get to that point, you get stuck.
You get stuck.
You know what I'm saying?
The way I look at it, you gotta have a B plan. You have to have a B plan, man. I mean, that's a given. And my B plan was that degree, but to be honest with you, even though I was getting it, I was still on the basketball part, but I was getting it. And then people say, man, well, you got your degree. You made it. But you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't thinking like that at the time.
You still want to hoop.
Yeah, I still want to hoop. You know what I'm saying? That's real. And then I would tell them, make sure that they try to get that degree.
Right.
If they don't get that degree, get some type of trade or something that you can do something out there, because you're gonna have to do something else. You know, because the ball gonna in, knees gonna go, you can't jump no more. You know what I'm saying? We can still go shoot some free throws and jump shots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
We ain't doing it like that.
Play some horses.
You know what I'm saying? Play some horses. You know what I'm saying? But it's the main thing. You got to get that B plan so you can have something to fall back on. You know what I mean? And be honest with you, if you can try to get somebody like an old school, somebody that's old school, but somebody that's believing you and not just there to try to see you make it. You know what I mean? You want a true friend or somebody, a true mentor around you. Not all about the money thing, but just trying to for your better. You know what I mean?
That's tough right there.
Yeah, that's a true friend. You know what I mean? Because some people run to you for that glory. You know what I'm saying? And then you know sometimes you got to cut a lot of people back too.
Yeah,
you know, so
that's why man, we keep our circle a little small. I mean, we know everybody.
Yeah,
but our circle is small.
He said that shit. No, we talks about that shit all the time.
Yeah, you got to think about that because you got some people just trying to grasp on, man. You know? And they can put that front up. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, a wolf in sheep clothing. They can put that front up to try to go all the way. You know what I'm saying? Try to get all that glory and stuff like that. But man, you gotta get somebody that's real about you, man.
First time you down.
And to be honest with you, when I know when Smitty was coming out, you know, he had you, he had your family, and you know how you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't happening. You know what I'm saying? So he had a good support system around him. And a good shout out to him anyway too, because he brought me and Willie, we was in Connecticut. He brought us up to the South, you know, to the Celtics game. Stayed up there weekend. Oh man. Yes, sir.
Say no more.
Yeah, say no more.
Matter of fact, speaking of Big Bro, man, the 50th birthday party tonight, man.
Yes, indeed.
Happy birthday.
My Big Bro and John Turner, man, they doing it tonight at the Civic Center in Silver Spring, man. The address is 1 Veterans Place, Silver Spring, Maryland, man. Come on out, man, and have a good time, man. 8 to 1. 8 to 1 tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for my Big Bro, man, I wouldn't be, and you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be what I am right now, man. So, Phil, man, thanks for coming through, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Looking forward to staying in touch, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure, man. We got to. We got to get up and rap, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Do that.
We definitely got to holler at Cliff Robinson.
Yeah. I'll work on that.
No, for real, man. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
Much
I appreciate
love.
you too, man.
My
Much love.
man.
Okay, bet. Perfect, man.
All right, we out, Rick.
Okay.